Hello everyone. Victoria here, and welcome to day one of you welcoming 10 new coaching clients in the next 10 days. I'm incredibly excited to share today's session with you because it's going to enable you to become crystal clear on the step-by-step process, the strategy behind what you need to do to move you from where you are now to where you want to be. And that is 10 new clients in the next 10 days. What I'm sharing with you today is a very specific step-by-step framework that we have used thousands and thousands and thousands of times ourselves and with our clients. It is really going to help you understand how you can implement this strategy when you need new clients, when you need those new coaching clients. We talk a lot about scalability. One of my most favorite things to do, and has been for the last 26 years in business, is supporting my private clients, my one-on-one clients. But when you're in a position of wanting to hit 20, 30, 50, 80K plus months, you need to start thinking as a coach around scalability. One-on-one is amazing. I love it. But when you're looking at scaling your business, that group coaching method is what is going to set you apart. And it's definitely what is going to enable you to scale quite quickly in your business. I've got lots of notes in front of me, so I don't want to miss anything because I'm going to take you on a journey step by step of how you can welcome 10 new clients in the next 10 days into your coaching business. And it doesn't matter whether you're just getting started or you've been in this coaching, consulting, mentoring space for a while. This is pure step-by-step strategy. So grab your laptop, notebook, whatever you need. I want you to take lots of notes and let's get started. So the very first thing that I want you to think about is your target audience. Now, I am very passionate about what we call a buyer's paradise. This is how I've run my business, creating lots of offers at lots of different price points because I'm such a firm believer that there is a buyer at every price point, whether it's a $97 price point all the way up to my 125K mastermind. And there's everything in between. For this specific strategy, we're going to be talking directly to a segment of your target audience. So we're not using the buyer's paradise strategy for the 10 coaching clients in 10 days. We're going to speak directly to a segment of your target audience that needs a transformational experience. They're buying an end result. And I'd love to give you an example of one of our incredible private clients, Bethany, who uses this particular strategy every single month in her business. Bethany is a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and she used to own her own small gym. During COVID, that got shut down. She started working with us probably about, I'd say 2 years ago now, and we completely changed her offer. We moved it from brick and mortar to an online business offer. It's a group coaching offer, and she was starting to share it with any single person, and we find this a lot in this space, any single person that wants to lose weight. Basically what Bethany was doing was she was shouting it from the rooftops, but nobody felt like she was speaking directly to her. Now, with this particular 10 coaching clients in 10 days, we need your audience to feel like you're speaking directly to them. They need to feel like you're joining the conversation that they're having in their mind right now. They're struggling with something. They've got a pain point, a problem that they need solved. Perhaps it's the flip side and you're helping them bring a vision, bringing a dream to life. Or it could be a fusion of the two. With Bethany, we decided to change her offer. Instead of shouting to the rooftops, Bethany had recently been married, like literally 8 months prior. So instead of just working with anyone that wanted to lose weight, we changed the messaging and the audience for Bethany, specifically to women that were getting married in the next 6 months that wanted to feel their most beautiful on their wedding day. They didn't want to do it on their own, and they wanted a fusion of exercise that they could do at home and the nutrition side. So it was a really great combination of the two. For this particular strategy, Bethany is speaking directly to women that are getting married in that 6-month period that want to feel phenomenal on their wedding day through exercise and nutrition. So it was completely pinpointed. What she did then, and I'm going to run through this step by step with you, she created a free Facebook group. There's lots of moving pieces to this particular strategy, so we're going to start right at the beginning and build over the next few days. She created a Facebook group. It was free. And in that Facebook group, she went ahead and called it what the offer was regarding getting fit, healthy, and she actually had some losing weight component in there because she found a lot of women wanted to lose weight prior to their wedding. Went into Canva, made a Facebook cover, and added a free Facebook group. Then she went into groups specifically targeted around wedding planning, brides-to-be, women that wanted their wedding day to be amazing, and this was just another layer to that. And she started answering questions. She really started engaging. The very first day she did this, remember we're doing this over a 10-day time frame, she started around 30 conversations with people, answered questions. I mean, she's a nutritionist, she's a personal trainer, so she has this great backing. She's got the credentials, she's been in business, having her own gym for a number of years. So it was a great opportunity for her to connect with her audience, to make connections. It's really important that you understand as a coach, as a mentor, as a consultant, that people buy from people. That know, like, and trust, that marketing 101 is really important, but the connection is even more important. People need to feel connected to you. Okay, this lady, this Bethany, she can really help me. My wedding's in 6 months' time. I want to feel amazing. I want to spend the next 6 months not only planning my wedding, my dream wedding, but making sure that I feel the most glamorous, the most beautiful, standing there with my partner getting married. So she started building these connections. And then what we asked her to do, still on day one, was to change her personal Facebook profile, talking about her free group and having a call to action to the free group. Because what was happening was she was in other people's groups, answering questions, engaging, connecting, and then people were getting a little curious, thinking, who is this lady that knows so much about health and fitness and wellness, nutrition, personal training? They were clicking on her profile and requesting to be her friend. So the missing piece there was we needed to get those people into her free Facebook group. So the whole profile that you have now is a crystal clear call to action inviting people to your free Facebook group. Out of those 30 conversations on day one, 24 of those women joined Bethany's free Facebook group. Doesn't sound like a lot, but her offer is a 6K package. And the aim when we started working together was she wanted to sell 2 a month. So 12K a month is what she wanted to make. She does that now in a day, easily. So step by step, you're going to create your own personal Facebook page profile, directing people to your free group. You're going to set up your free group. Inside that free group, the very first thing I want you to do is a welcome post, a video, and actually pin that as an announcement, letting people know what the group is about, letting them know how you're going to help them. And what is so phenomenal about this strategy is you're speaking directly to the person that wants to feel amazing on their wedding day. You're not just throwing it out there for anybody that wants to lose weight, anyone wants a nutrition offer. It's specific to people. So these women, these brides-to-be, feel like Bethany is speaking directly to them. And this is why this particular strategy works so well. I love our Buyer's Paradise. And if you're part of any of my other masterclasses, you'll know that that is a huge part of my business model and that of my private clients. But this particular strategy is getting you 10 clients in the next 10 days. So we need to be able to articulate to our target audience better than anybody else what that pain point, that struggle, that problem is, or that dream that they want to bring to life, and how your offer can help them achieve that, whether it's solving a problem or bringing a dream, a vision to life, or a combination of the two. I want you to get so incredibly excited about this training and do the work, because without doing this step by step, you're going to stay exactly where you are. And this is a formula that you can inject into your business every time you have a new offer, every time you want to test a new offer, every time you want to welcome 10 new coaching clients into your business. So think about your audience and creating that Facebook group. You're going to do that welcome video. You're going to ask lots of questions, answer lots of questions. Now, once people start clicking on your personal profile, they're a little curious. You've answered their questions, they've had a bit of a conversation, they're now going to click on your profile, your Facebook profile, see the call to action to your free group, join that. What do you do next? They've got the welcome video that you're going to record today. And then I want you to welcome each and every person individually. Not that big manual where you welcome everybody at once, an individual welcome. Why do we want to do this? Everything that we're going to do is based on connection. This is going to be the most transparent, beautiful place for your audience to visit, for them to spend time. There is so much energy in the online space about getting new clients. What about welcoming new clients into your offer? What about being able to serve your clients at such a high level that they're getting these phenomenal results? It's so incredibly important that we move our mindset and our language around getting clients. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be gotten. I'm not a fish, I'm not bait, I want to feel that connection. And by having your own private Facebook group, and there are so many people saying you need thousands and thousands of people, you absolutely don't. It really is quality over quantity, because you want to be able to serve your clients in such an authentic way that they feel that know, like, and trust and the connection. And having your own private welcome to each of them is the perfect way to do that. So as they join, do a really beautiful welcome message individually. And then I would encourage you to then send them a private message welcoming them, but asking them, so they don't have to post in the group, what is it that they really desire? What is the help that they actually need? What stopped them from getting the results that they want? And just have a very authentic, real, raw, honest conversation. Because what we find is a lot of people don't feel comfortable and safe to do that inside the private Facebook group. But one-on-one through a private message, you're not selling them anything, you're not giving them anything to download, to register for. We have to remember at all stages that our prospects, our potential buyers, and I say this every single day in my business, they are empowered, intelligent, savvy human beings that have worked incredibly hard to make the money that they've made. They don't need to be manipulated. They don't need fake scarcity or prodding or 1,000 follow-ups. They have the opportunity to make really intelligent decisions about how they want to spend their money, who they want to help them solve the pain points, the struggles, the problems that they're experiencing, who they want to work with as their coach, mentor, consultant to help them bring a dream to life. You are going to really start providing this incredible value. We call it value before transaction. So people are seeing all of these ways all of these different ways you can help them without asking for money, without asking them to register for different things. You're just showing them how you can help them up front. People are more skeptical than they've ever been before in the online space. Think about how many times you've been burnt, you've been ghosted by somebody. You've bought a course that just didn't provide what you really wanted. You're going to do things so differently that's going to enable you to stand out. And your offer is going to be so incredibly irresistible that when you provide that opportunity, you've already focused on value before transaction. Now you're inviting them to buy your offer. In Bethany's case, it was a 6-month group coaching package for $6,000, or they could pay monthly $1,111, 1111. So there was a payment plan, a pay in full. The pay in full at $6K was a 90-minute one-on-one session with Bethany, and she gets, I would say, out of 10 clients, 9 of them pay in full because they want that power to proximity. They want that 90 minutes with Bethany. That's getting harder and harder now for her to scale, and we've actually just brought in 4 coaches into her business model that are taking over those one-on-one sessions as well. So $6K for 6 months, or 6 monthly payments of 1,111. Definitely have a pay in full, and we will talk about that in our pricing micro module as well. So for your very first day, there's a few moving parts and a few things for you to start working on. But once you put all of these pieces together, I want you to think about this particular program as a whole puzzle, and you're just putting all of the pieces together so you can welcome 10 new clients in the next 10 days into your coaching business. And it's going to enable you to do it in a way that is so incredibly transparent and authentic and based on connection that people don't feel pressured to buy. There's no, you have to watch this 90-minute webinar and then jump on a 45-minute sales call with one of my closers. There's none of that energy. It's just all about providing value before transaction, honoring your prospects that are potential buyers, providing incredible content, answering their questions. So when you have that opportunity to share your offer, which you're going to be doing very soon, it's a no-brainer. Now, obviously, not everyone is going to buy. This is a really important thing for you to understand as a coach, as a mentor, as a consultant, as a business advisor, whatever your title might be. We are not for everyone. We cannot be all things to all people. And the sooner you're able to understand that, the better. It will change how you think about your business. We can't be all things to all people. So instead, we're going to give this incredible amount of value before transaction. So when you share your irresistible offer, your audience is going to feel connected to you. They're going to see you as a creator of confidence, and they're going to understand that a transaction must take place for a transformation to take place. They could go and jump on Google, they could go and do all the freebies, but I want you to actually write this down. A transaction must take place for a transformation to take place. And that simply means people must pay to play. They must pay for that power to proximity. Whilst it might not be one-on-one, and it's a group coaching offer that is scalable, that you can then put into an automated evergreen system so you're bringing in sales pretty much every single day. And I mean, the sky isn't even the limit. There is no limit. We're not even putting you in a box as to what you can scale. You can completely scale your coaching offer because you're doing that group business model as opposed to high-end one-on-one. For many of you, it will be a combination of the two. So it's absolutely essential that you understand that that value before transaction is what's going to set you apart from what almost everybody else is doing in the online space. And then your audience, your prospects, your potential buyers must understand that a transaction must take place for a transformation to take place. People are constantly downloading freebies, ebooks, and PDFs. They're going to free masterclasses, but they're just not really investing in themselves in a way that they're taking action on what they're learning. Many times those ebooks and PDFs sit on our laptop and we never even open them. But guaranteed, you paid $500 for that ebook and one masterclass. You're opening it, you're watching, you're digesting, you're implementing and taking action. So that value before transaction must lead into that transaction taking place before a transformation takes place. So I've outlined step by step for you to do for day one. I cannot wait to see how quickly you start welcoming new coaching clients once you've used this specific strategy. Please remember, everything that we're doing is based on this one strategy. So it's really important that you're not a squirrel. You're not following all the shiny objects. You've committed to 10 days to welcome 10 new coaching clients. So do the work. I say this to you often. You must take radical self-ownership. You must take radical self-ownership and do the work. I'm giving you the step-by-step proven framework that works for myself, for my private clients, for thousands and thousands of our clients globally. And now you must implement the work and make it happen for you. As always, if you have any questions at all, send me a private message and my team and I will respond. Go ahead, do those tasks, and I will see you very, very soon in day 2 of welcoming 10 new coaching clients into your business. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today, and I will see you all very, very soon.